Good.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys and gals, Steve over here at Felsmere Fishing Headquarters. Steve with Florida Big Bass Adventures Guide Service. Do a quick fishing report of what's going on out here. We need rain. The waters, everybody's calling about lake levels. I think everything is a little bit down, but nothing dangerous, nothing to complain about. We do need rain. It'll probably start getting low.
Yeah.
But as of right now, it's fine. I was at Stick Marsh. Maurice and I went out there the other night, with evening fishing, and beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Water looked great. Vegetation looked great. I don't think we caught a whole lot of fish. We out there just messing around. She had a damn radio going and everything. So we just went out there to relax. Anyway, but I know guys have been catching them really good. At Stick Marsh. I've been talking to a lot of guys fishing out there, and they really said the evening bite's the best. That's why we went out there. But good topwater bite down at that south end and that eelgrass. So Garcia, same thing. Garcia's there's been a really good bite on Garcia as well. And don't forget Wednesday we have the big fish tournament. So any of you guys want to get in on it? It's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. $20 entry fee. It's a lot of fun. One big bass. And other than that, Blue Cypress, I talked to Roy the other day. He said that place is fishing really good. So, look at him, his Headwaters. What's going on there, Steve?
Buddy, it's the same as usual. You know that place. It's just a fish factory.
Yeah.
It's like fishing in a stock pond.
Right. Right. Exactly.
We always talk about, we got a bunch of good guides that work out there and stuff, and I'm like, man, really though, are we that good? Or is it just that many daggone fish in that daggone lake?
Everybody's a rolling martin.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, you could go out there and be a superstar.
Yeah. I mean, there's I'd say over the years that those fish have gotten a lot smarter.
Yes, they have.
And now, and I guess there's something to be said for having the knowledge of the lake, and kind of getting into that whole transitional deal. And now we're coming into. Somebody said the water temp was at 92 yesterday.
Yeah, some places it's back up to 88 to 90 degrees. I've seen that in a couple of places. The shallow flats are heating up quick.
Right.
But the shiner bite's been fantastic. I mean, you can go out for 4 hours in the morning and just crack them for 4 hours.
Wow.
If you get some cloud cover and some wind, even longer than that, 5-6 hours.
Right.
You can go through 5, 6, 7, 8 dozen on 1 or 2 holes.
Yeah.
It's that good on some spots out there. And they're schooling back up. There's a lot of bait being pushed around. I'm gonna give a shout out to the Moran family. Had George and Dion and their 2 kiddos out, and they were shiner fishing, and they absolutely wrecked them. They caught them up. So
Awesome.
Thank you guys for coming out and fishing with me again. And we had a good shiner day yesterday. Fished 2 spots, went through 4 or 5 dozen like that.
Yeah.
Caught some good fish. Had a full 8-hour day today artificial. Been fishing with a buddy of mine that's been down. He's had some great days. He had 32 pounds his big 5 one day. His big 5. We had 28 pounds one day. Big 5.
Nice.
With
Nice.
when you can't up your bag anymore because it's close to a mega bag.
Right.
Then that's some good days.
Yeah, that's good days.
And these are on moving baits, folks. These are on some moving baits. Now, that was before the full moon. The full moon moved in and it kind of slowed that moving bait bite down a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. But the flipping bite is still good. It's been good. Today was a little bit slower than it's been, but the flipping bite is still on. Now, I'm going to say this again too, because we're getting back from where that water's cooler and those fish are really more active. Now the water's getting hot again, so you're going to go through times of the day where you're going to hit a lull. That 9:30 or 10 o'clock to 11:30. Fish through it. Don't just stop fishing and come home while they're done biting. Fish through it. And especially if you're flipping right now, you're gonna hit stretches where you're gonna catch 7, 8, 9, 10 bass, and you got a chance at a couple of good ones in that stretch. We got out here today. It was like 1:15. Everything had slowed back down again. It had picked up and slowed down 2 or 3 times by then. We were on that 3rd or 4th slowdown. We hit one stretch. It was like a 60-yard stretch. And we picked up 10 fish off of it. No giants. Biggest one was 5 pounds, but that's almost 2 p.m. Hottest part of the day.
Right.
So they're there.
Right.
You just have to fish through it, power through it, and keep fishing. But you need to start concentrating on the deeper water around the pits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Set out in that deep water, cast up into that 4 to 6 foot of grass up there on the edge, and work it back towards the boat.
Right.
Standard Texas rig, a Nico rig, drop shot, things to that effect. If you guys are into that, but they're still biting.
Hey.
They're still biting.
That's what Lou said. I mean, Lou's a good friend, a really good friend of Steve, a great friend of all of ours. But he's down for just to go fishing.
Yep.
He lives up in Indiana.
Yep.
And so he's out every day. I mean, and just wrecking them all artificial.
Yep. Every one of them artificial. Yeah. He's not put one shiner on a hook since he's been down here.
He always comes in. Usually comes in the winter time, but now he's here. And I can't believe he's a tough old son of a gun. He's out there all day long in that heat. But he's still out. It's because he's catching them.
Yeah.
So, and he's amazed by, he keeps telling me he's amazed by the way the bite is this time of year. And he says, I never knew. I always thought it was only great in the wintertime.
Yeah.
No. But it's like you said, you gotta tough it out. You gotta tough through it.
Yeah.
Drink a lot of fluids though. Don't dehydrate on us out there.
Oh yeah. Now, just real quick on navigation. There's some spots out, going outside of the S Canal. Be careful if you're trying to get over to the North Pit and stuff like that, because the water is down. There's going to be some spots that maybe if you were down here in the wintertime that you were able to get over, you're not going to be able to get over them now. It's looking like it's almost 1.5 feet, 2 foot down.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
So I'm gauging it by what I'm seeing structure-wise of what I've been fishing.
Right.
From winter to right now.
Well, you would know.
Yeah, and I mean, there's that much difference.
Yeah.
So it's quite a bit.
Okay.
Maybe 1.5 foot. Now that I think about it, it's about 1.5 foot probably.
Yeah.
So it's down.
Okay.
But unless you're on that east lake, east of the S Canal, east side of the S Canal, you'll be fine navigation-wise as long as you stay, in those ditches.
Right.
And navigating those ditches.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been asking about the American flag at the mouth of the 45 canal. It's gone. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's laying up there or.
I saw the white pole up there, but I didn't see the flag, and I didn't get out and look. But I do see the pole. I don't know if the wind just finally took it.
I was going to ask you. You did see the pole because I talked to Tony and Frankie today. As a matter of fact, those are the guys that have putting that flag up there. They're planning on a trip coming here, so they'll be here next week or the week after, and they're going to replace it. So, but he did ask me if the pole was still there.
Yeah, it looked like the pole was still there. Yeah. I saw it kind of up on top of the trees and stuff that are up there, but I don't know what kind of condition it's in.
Yeah,
but
well, they're gonna get one back up there. So, and that thing's huge. I mean, that's a big deal.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a huge deal. Everybody,
But we love seeing the old glory there.
Oh, absolutely.
Every day.
Absolutely. Come down and see us. Let's go fishing. And I understand that it's a long drive to, sometimes to get down here. But you get a couple of days. You want to fish the first 4 hours, or you're coming down on vacation.
Yeah.
If you want to pick a day, come out fish. The first 4 hours before it gets too hot, and come out catch a bunch of fish and go enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Yeah, I mean, and again, we're gonna, we talked about it before about the night fishing. Those that don't want to deal with the sun and the heat, and we do it at night as well. We go top water out here at Garcia with the night fishing, and I'll tell you, man, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So
got to get that going again too here shortly.
Yeah, that's coming. So
now, just to be clear, they don't let you do it at Headwaters, but you got Stick Marsh and you have Garcia that's close.
Right.
That you can catch them on top water at night.
You daggum right.
Absolutely.
So Yep, for sure. So anyway, that's about it, guys.
Yep.
Good.
I mean, everything's still good. If your fish is still good, come see us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man. It's a lot of fun. Just gotta be prepared for the heat.
That's exactly
gotta beat the heat.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.